I am Mosalagae, Botswana's favorite parenting coach. I'm a mom of 3 and a wife. I'm a digital creator as well. Stay. You mean like you complete me type of vibes?
Yeah.
You're my everything. I'll cross the ocean for you. We grew up listening to those songs. They've messed us up. Values are very important, but habits say a lot. Okay, so what do I say? We agree on values.
Agree on values, but disagree on habits.
That's a tough one. I'd say if you agree on values, I'd stay. Because then you can adjust or have a conversation to adjust habits based on common values. If there are no common values, then where does the conversation even begin? Yeah. Like I said, stay. Because values are everything. Faith and beliefs can change over time. But if you have some common values, that's common ground that you can work with. So stay. That sounds like a trap. Okay. Feeling chosen. But not understood. Not always understood. Okay, if being chosen means I'm committed and I will choose you and I'll stay with you and I will compromise. If that's what chosen means, then stay. I'd stay. Love is steady, means it's constant, meaning there's consistency, meaning there's commitment. I'll stay. We'll talk about the excitement during. We can work it out. I bring the excitement. We're staying. Oh, if in the beginning the relationship feels like a high, that's a big red flag. We usually think that's a good thing, like it's chemistry. It shouldn't be like that. It should feel like connection. Yeah. It should feel like you're easing into something. Yes. It should feel peaceful. If it feels like ecstasy, that's your nervous system warning you. Yep. I think right now the gender wars are irritating me. I don't know who started this, why it's happening, but people are at war with each other. People are done with men are done with women. Everyone is complaining. It's killing love. That's my take. Thinking that you're the only gender that's having a hard time, I think that's a big misconception. Everyone is going through something. Everyone is struggling in relationships. Everyone is struggling with heartbreak. Everyone is being cheated on. There's no one who's monopolizing that game. Everyone is going through it. So I think the biggest misconception is thinking that there's only one gender that is suffering, or there's one gender that's suffering more than the other, and there's a villain out to get somebody. I think it's ruining love. Interesting. Maybe we should do a poll on that. Where did I learn about love? For me, I think my parents were a big influence. I think for a lot of us, we don't realize, but our families of origin are a big influence of where we learn about love. I'm a parenting coach. What am I going to say? Of course it is. It's our parents. They model to us love, and our subconscious mind records it. And sometimes when we're grown in the future and we're not intentional and we're not driving our lives with intention and being conscious, we're going to repeat the things that we absorbed when we're growing up. Other things, yes, it's the media. It influences how we think about love and our expectations of love. you know how I joked about the songs we used to listen to? A lot of those things were so toxic. Like, I listened to a song the other day, and I would never say that to a man now. Like those R&B songs we grew up listening, and those things were programming us for codependency and toxic relationships, and I don't know, just need less suffering. That is not it. We need to detox. Not lowering, maybe adjusting, but not lowering. The difference is there are some things you learn as you grow up that maybe that's not as a deal breaker as I thought it would be. I know it could be anything. For example, at some point in my young adult life, I was a very devout Christian, and I was like, I want a man of God. Let's go pray with me. And if he doesn't, I'm out. Because if this man cannot honor God, how can he honor me? A mere mortal. Okay, guys, I'm not mocking anyone who feels this way. I'm just saying I used to be that girl. I now know that your worldview can change. Your beliefs can change. And there are other things that you can adjust to have as your baseline or as your foundation. That's what I mean, adjust, but not lowering. Because the bar is low.
Put a finger down if you've ever ghosted somebody. If you've ever been ghosted then.
That's true as well.
Okay.
And I have ghosted someone.
Put a finger down if you love somebody who couldn't love you back the same way.
Oh, yes.
Put a finger down if you think timing can ruin relationships.
Yes.
Put a finger down if you like to know your partner's password to their phone.
If I'd like to know.
Their phone, yeah.
Yes. What are you hiding? People with nothing to hide nothing. Okay?
That's such a good quote. Yeah. It is.
I'm just saying. I think it spoils the fun. Just jump in there after you get married and find out what is going on. I mean, I'm not really that passionate about taking one stance or the other. Myself, I didn't stay with my current husband before we got married. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it would have ruined things. Maybe we would have gotten a preliminary view of living together and be like, no, thank you. Or maybe we would have gotten married sooner. I don't know. But I just think right now, if I were to take a position, I would say don't stay together before marriage, because you get comfortable, you get complacent, and next thing time is just passing, and then you're asking yourself, why should we get married? Our relationship is great the way it is, and nobody wants to move out of their comfort zone. And then things get complicated, and then you want to break up, and you build a life together, but there was no commitment, and compromise and settling. Compromise means there's a win-win of some sort. It could be 60-40, but if something is 10 out of 10 important to you and 4 out of 10 important to me, compromise looks like me allowing you to have that thing, or we go ahead with your opinion because it's not that big of a deal to me. That's compromise. Settling is when it's 10 out of 10 for me and it's 4 out of 10 for you, and you refuse to allow us to do this thing, and I decide I'm going to be the bigger person and be like, okay, fine then. That is not compromise. That is a formula for long-term resentment. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been a fan because how do you maintain that connection and I don't know, authentic relation when you're so far away? Like, I feel like it keeps things very superficial because you're talking on the phone, you're video calling, you're texting. It's that effect, that social media effect that we get. Like, you know how keyboard warriors, they would say anything behind a keyboard, but face to face, which is another thing that I think is killing our generation and the younger ones, that we don't have social skills. We don't have relational skills because it's so much easier to do and say things behind a keyboard as opposed to face and dealing with uncomfortable emotions, dealing with awkward silences, dealing with someone's mess, dealing with someone's tardiness and inability to carry a conversation. It's a lot. Someone's inability to plan. These are things that happen when you go out on dates face to face. I don't know. I'm not a fan, but some people make it work. I imagine it takes a lot of effort. Yeah. Love is never enough to sustain anything, not even a marriage. No, love is never enough. I mean, we've seen people, even though they were in love, so it's never enough. No. Oh, younger self, just take it easy, girl. There's no rush. Jump in when you feel like yourself. And also, I think my younger self, I would tell her that in the end, self-love is what is most fulfilling. I'll never find the kind of joy and fulfillment and happiness that I get from loving myself from another person, no matter how good they are. Yeah. Hi, it's Mosalagae, your favorite parenting coach, and this has been my 28 for 28.